Sometimes working limits cannot be established, or an extra level of protection is required against the movement of trains or on-track equipment within working limits. Train approach warning is a method of on-track safety that ensures that one or more roadway workers who are foul of the track can move to a position of safety a minimum of 15 seconds before the passage of a train. Today, a small roadway work group will be driving down high spikes on a busy section of mainline track. Because of the frequency of traffic and because the work will not render the track impassable, the dispatcher does not wish to give the employee in charge working limits. Therefore, the only on-track safety available to the roadway work group is train approach warning. This involves assigning one roadway worker to do the work and another to act as a watchman lookout to provide those foul of the track with train approach warning. Train approach warning is an exacting procedure in which a roadway worker's life depends on a watchman lookout doing their job. There is no room for error. During the job briefing, the employee in charge takes extra time to ensure that everyone involved understands how train approach warning works and what their individual responsibilities are. This includes verifying that their watchman lookout has been trained and qualified by the railroad they're working on and is properly equipped to use train approach warning as their on-track safety. In order to get the attention of the roadway workers under his protection, a watchman lookout must have approved warning devices, such as flags, flares, or a disc, and a whistle or air horn. Next, they all agree on a place of safety to where they can all move clear of the track. This cannot be on any adjacent track unless it is protected with working limits. The employee in charge and the watchman lookout also determine if there's a long enough line of sight in order to warn the roadway workers, remove any tools from the track, and move to the place of safety, at least 15 seconds before the train passes. They first estimate that it'll take at least 15 seconds to detect a train, walk over to warn the roadway workers, remove any tools, and move to the place of safety. Then they add the required 15 seconds they must be clear before the train passes, for a total of 30 seconds. The highest track speed posted in the timetable for that section of track is 25 miles per hour. A speed distance table shows that at 25 miles per hour, a train will travel 1,100 feet in 30 seconds. Therefore, the watchman lookout must be able to detect an approaching train or other equipment from either direction, in this case at least 1,100 feet away. They agree that from where the watchman lookout must stand to be able to provide warning for the roadway worker, the line of sight is clear enough for more than the required distance. However, had the line of sight been insufficient to see a train from that distance because of poor weather, curved track, or because of a train or equipment on an adjacent track, train approach warning could not be used. While providing train approach warning, a watchman lookout must devote their full attention to looking for approaching trains and staying close to those they are protecting. Therefore, the watchman lookout cannot be given or assume any other job. Today, the employee in charge is helping the roadway worker. Given the noisy environment, the watchman lookout has positioned himself close by to be able to quickly warn them by touch should a train approach. The employee in charge and the roadway worker then remove the spike driver and hydraulic hoses from the track and move to the place of safety. In all, this takes only 15 seconds, so with the extra 15 seconds required before the train passes, they are safely in the clear. The employee in charge and roadway worker can now return to work, knowing that the watchman lookout is keeping a vigilant eye for any approaching trains until the job is finished and they're all clear of the track.